Exactly. But none of them believe me. Extra
I'll think about it.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello guys, I'm back with my another live stream.
There'll be an extra fee for
पता
that.
नहीं लास्ट टाइम मैंने कब लाइव किया था, बट ठीक है अभी मैं वापस आ गया हूँ। नेटलैंड चलते हैं। ओके सो मैं ऑफलाइन खेल रहा था बहुत गेम, बट पूरी अभी भी आधी बाकी है मेरी। सबने कर ली होगी आई नो, बट स्टिल आज मैं शायद स्टोरी ही कंटिन्यू करूँगा, बट थोड़ा एक्सप्लोरेशन का पार्ट भी मुझे करना। सो अगर किसी को अपना अकाउंट रिव्यू करवाना है या फिर शोकेस करना है या फिर फ्लेक्स करना है तो वो मुझे बीच में बोल सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर मैं स्टोरी में नहीं होगा तो मैं बट ऑब्वियस देखो, ज़्यादा फॉर्मेलिटीज ना पालते हुए मैं स्ट्रीम को आगे बढ़ाता हूँ। आई होप मेरा ऑडियो सही होगा, अगर नहीं है तो प्लीज़ मुझे चैट में बता देना, अदरवाइज़ मैं तो चेक कर रहा हूँ, मुझे 2 मिनट दो। ओके, मैंने ऑडियो चेक कर लिया, ऑडियो सही जा रहा है। आई एम ग्लैड अबाउट इट। लेट्स बैंग ऑन इट।
Add Ast.
ओके, थैंक यू। ओके, तो मैंने एक्साइटमेंट में मौलानी के बैनर पे 50 विशेस कर लिए है। वैसे तो C2 का चीना हो गई है मेरी, मुझे वो बिल्ड करनी है प्रॉपर्ली, जो मैं कर रहा हूँ। उसके बुक्स फार्म करने थे बट मे बी आज नहीं। इसका बॉस करना था। मैं पीसेस दिखाना भूल गया, मुझे ये पीस मिला लास्ट टाइम और एक पीस मिला ऐसा बिल्कुल सेम है। फेदर लक। सो वो तो मैं बाद में करता हूँ, पहले डेलीज खत्म करते हैं। वैसे तो रीजन खत्म करने पे डेलीज हो जाते हैं, बट ये न्यू रीजन है तो मैं वैसे नहीं कर रहा, क्योंकि डेलीज भी एज अ क्वेस्ट होते हैं तो उससे हमें थोड़ा सा पॉइंट्स मिलता है एक्सप्लोरेशन में, और कभी कभी अचीवमेंट्स भी मिलते हैं।
Solidify!
Teamwork is dreamwork. Here comes the cat. Quietly now. Gotcha.
Evil conquering! Stabilize!
Quietly now. Let's light it up! I'm going in! Things are about to get dicey.
This is order!
Gotcha. Quietly now.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Game's up. Time's over.
Boring!
Busted.
डार्क नहीं दिख रहा है, ये दिख रहा है तो प्लीज मुझे बता दे। ब्राइटनेस बहुत लो।
Teamwork is dream.
Gather!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Disappear!
Worthless.
Here!
Gotcha.
अपने वो न्यू वाला थिएटर वो आया था वो किया क्या?
Take it easy.
मेरा हो गया। जी ना। ओके, इसी के साथ मैंने डेलीज खत्म कर ली, विच इज नॉट बिग डील, बट फिर भी बोलना पड़ता।
Add Astro. Thank you for
गेंशिन की दिमागी हालत इतनी कमजोर हो गई है, उन्होंने एक पायरो वाला ट्रैवलर दिया ही। ऑफेंसिव स्टेटमेंट।
Good.
ओके, तो अभी 155 है मेरे पास रीजन एंड 5 मैंने कंडेंस बना के रखे हैं। आर्टिफैक्ट्स फार्म करने हैं मुझे न्यू डोमेन के, बट पहले थोड़ा सा जो वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट मेरा चल रहा था वो मैं कंप्लीट कर लेता हूँ पहले। मेन स्टोरी मैं आधी कर चुका हूँ, आधी बाकी है, बट स्टिल आई फील कि पहले ये वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट खत्म करना चाहिए, सो आई एम डूइंग इट।
Come on! Stabilize!
I'm going in! Game's up! Prime silver. Busted. Quietly now. Useless. Gotcha. A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues. Take it easy.
Solidify!
Teamwork is dreamwork. Here comes the cat. Quietly now.
Lament! Worthless! Here! Boring!
इसी गिरा ही जा रहा है सब। तो जाओ।
Stabilize!
Things are about to get dicey. Busted. Let's light it up. Everybody stand.
I will have order!
Useless.
Solidify!
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha. Teamwork is dream.
This is order! Evil conquering! Worthless! Worthless!
आ गया वो।
Boring! Useless! Gather! Boring!
चार लोग घूरे जा रहे हो, कोई तो चैट करो। आई नो मैं बहुत दिन के बाद लाइव कर रहा हूँ, पर इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि कोई चैट में चैट नहीं कर सकता। यू कैन डू दैट।
Solidify!
Huh? Everybody stand back! Here comes the catch. Busted.
I will have order. Stabilize.
Quietly now. Teamwork is dream.
Disappear. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Worthless. Boring.
Let's light it up. Gotcha.
पर हम पहुंच चुके हैं अभी इसमें। हैं? नीली बिल्ली। आज वाईटी का पासवर्ड याद आ गया फाइनली। आ गया भाई, आ गया। पासवर्ड की वजह से नहीं कर रहा था स्ट्रीम, वो तो मेरा ऑपरेशन हुआ था तब उसकी वजह से रेस्ट पे था, इसलिए नहीं किया। जब ठीक हो गया तो करने वाला था, तो फिर हीटिंग का इशू आ रहा था, तो क्रैश हो रहा था गेम और पीसी, तो स्ट्रीम तो हो नहीं पाएगी, इसलिए नहीं की थी। बाद में मैंने खोला और फिर धूल वगैरह साफ की, थर्मल पेस्ट चेंज किया, तो अभी कर पा रहा। इसीलिए अभी मैं यहाँ। बाकी मेन स्टोरी अभी बाकी है। ये तो मैंने चालू कर दिया था कल या परसों, तो इसलिए कंप्लीट कर।
A chest full of valuables
हो गया अभी।
and a trove of potential clues. Take it easy.
क्या करते हैं?
quietly now.
Solidified!
Busted.
तू तो पायरोआर्कॉन के लिए सेव कर रहा है ना? नहीं किया मैंने, मतलब किया भी है और नहीं भी, ऐसे भी बोल सकते। मुझे मोलानी का किट अच्छा लगा था और प्ले स्टाइल भी, तो मैं ट्राई कर रहा था कि वापस में अगर 50-50 विन किया तो अर्ली में तो ठीक है। तो मेरे पास 50 विशेस थे तो मैंने कर लिया 50 विशेस। विशेष कर लिए मैंने, बट अभी मैं सेव कर, अभी पक्का मैं सेव कर। तो लगा दिया, आगे क्या करना? मोलानी F2P वेपन में भी अच्छी जाता है। हाँ, क्योंकि वो न्यूलेट का कॉपी है पूरा, बस वो नॉर्मल अटैक पे काम करती है, न्यूलेट चार्ज अटैक। इसीलिए अच्छी नहीं लगी मुझे, कुछ अजीब ही लग रही है। वो चेस्ट पर है और 2 लगेंगे आई थिंक। और 2 कहाँ मिलेंगे?
Stabilize!
I'm going in!
Order guide you!
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha. Quietly now.
Lament!
Why would anyone want... Forget it.
So boring! Worthless! Here!
बट अभी और आगे कैरेक्टर्स आएंगे तो मुझे लगता है कि सही रहेंगे अगर मैंने फुल किया तो। बट अभी देखता हूँ, जो नई वाली वो जियो कैरेक्टर है वो मैं भी फुल करूँगा क्योंकि मुझे सही लगी, बट कंफर्म नहीं है क्योंकि न्यू कैरेक्टर है तो रीरन तो जल्दी हो जाएंगे इनके, पहले के भी निकाल लेंगे। कुछ कह रहे हैं माओरी का DPS होगी तो भी एक दिक्कत।
Take it easy.
सपोर्ट निकली तो सही रहेगा, DPS होगी तो थोड़ी दिक्कत है। फिर है लेकिन वो नहीं निकालता। कुछ कह रहे थे 5.1 में हमें ट्राई करने मिलेगी मे बी स्टोरी। एक इधर था, एक सामने था और कहाँ।
Useless.
सपोर्ट होगा आई थिंक, कॉज उसकी सिग्नेचर वेपन डिफेंस में है। जियो वाली नेक्स्ट कैरेक्टर, जियो वाली नेक्स्ट कैरेक्टर नहीं बोल, माओई का बोल। जियो वाली नेक्स्ट कैरेक्टर काजुआ जैसी है। इन शॉर्ट ऐसे बोल सकते हैं कि 2 काजुआ एक टीम में एक टाइम पे हो सकते हैं, अगर वो कैरेक्टर है तुम्हारे पास। नहीं, मर गया। सॉरी श्याम। हाँ तो मैं क्या कह रहा था, हाँ तो उसका किट कुछ सिमिलर है काजुआ के जैसे। स्वर्ल तो नहीं होता उसमें, वो रेज देता जैसे इसमें होता है ना, ये वाला सेम वैसा ही होगा उसका भी। और वो स्केट करती है, दिखती भी सही है। और क्या चाहिए? एक सीढ़ी चाहिए, कहाँ होगी? ऊपर नहीं होगा। एनिमेशन मस्त है। हाँ अल्ट इतना मतलब शिन्यून जैसा लगा, बट बाकी सब कुछ सही है।
Useless.
Solidify!
कुछ तो हुआ अभी, पर क्या? मिल गई। इतनी अजीब क्यों है ये? क्या चल रहा है? और सब बढ़िया? हाँ बताओ।
Why would anyone want?
एक्सप्लोरेशन चल रहा है।
Get it. It's not my concern.
और वो नई जियो कैरेक्टर के बारे में चर्चा चल रही है, 2 काजुआ है जो। सदियों बाद लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ।
Useless. Boring.
गेम साउंड ज़्यादा है तुम्हारा कौन? ओके। अब ठीक है? अब ठीक है? अभी बताओ। ये मरते ही नहीं है, गायब हो जाते हैं। तो क्या है? गाजर और मूली।
are in there.
Done.
Hey, why don't we try to get a picture with one or two of them in the wild? Well, they're so cute. Huh? What's happening over there?
कहाँ से क्यूट दिख रहा है ये?
Help! Wild Kaholosaurs are... Yeah, those...
उड़ाओ 3 दिन पानी में था, हैं? कहाँ गए रोनी भाई? बात हुई मेरी कल, वो बिजी है बोले ऑफिस में। पानी में था मतलब मेन स्टोरी करता हूँ, ये बाद में कर लूँगा। है ये क्या हो? हेलो ओके कट सी। जो अभी आए स्ट्रीम पे सबका स्वागत है, थैंक यू आने के
this
लिए।
place is packed already.
लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब
Of
अटेंशन इधर।
course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
ये मौला नहीं है तो क्यूट।
Yeah, she
मुझे
doesn't
मिली
seem
है
like the
ये
kind of
बट
person who likes being the
अल्टरनेट
center of
EU वाले
attention.
का।
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kinich।
Kinich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone all right?
Yep।
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve, by the way. He's just as strong as Kachina made him out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
आगे बूढ़ा
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of
नटो
life.
टीला
We are the inheritors of memory and legend.
मौवी का
Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
मोमबत्ती जली मोमबत्ती। बाय द वे ये गाना ट्रैवलर को कैसे आता है?
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What?
Usually, once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
What's going on?
कचीना
This
का
has
है
never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all. Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times.
ट्रैवलर प्लस लिप सिंक कर रहा होगा टिकटॉकर है क्या
That must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Hey, you just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage.
हाँ ना
Pathetic.
ज्यादा बकबक कर रहा है जल कुकड़ा गई
Wild
का
guesses are misplaced. We completed our
चेस
mission.
का
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off. Why would the YUP recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory. Maybe the YUP interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
हाँ तू तो है भी नहीं उसकी जितनी भी बकवास कर रही है खुद का देखो ना भाई
Wouldn't have run. That's not like her at all.
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then...
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter.
Okay.
To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
Nice.
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
आ गया ना
If
लाइन
there
पे
are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend sooner, you should join the investigation. So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
सही
Oh,
बोला
and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat.
हम जरूर आएंगे
Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going...
situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss, of doing her part to defend Natlan. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon would be there to bring her back to life. Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends? Or her murderers?
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to me, Mualani. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean?
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel, but we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you, and unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart. But I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice other people for her sake.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them. To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's defenses. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the Sacred Flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach. I understand your anger, Mualani, but I hope that provided some clarity at least.
Wow. Paimon thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain everything so patiently.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the Sacred Flame.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss has taken Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured until eventually you become one with the sea of souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before. I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose to go as well.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here.
Okay.
Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared? Well...
Citlali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs. But that spiritual quality also means it can be used to search for an ancient name.
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
नहीं अरे तो हमारा पीटा भी जाने वाला था. But looks like we are really making a name of ourselves.
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate. Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to be done.
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all. But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it. And once this is all over, I'll pay Atea a visit.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of Contending Fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of Contending Fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the breaking point as things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the... Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little.
You mean?
Yes. Come with me.
Okay.
The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wyab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends, not us. All we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us? Let our blades do the talking!
दम तो है.
Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And how much does he know about Natlan?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosis. But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again, and we're not prepared, we're done for.
No, we're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed, the power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of events. When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further. Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Sitlali. She should know.
Of course, I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to...
Yes, but fear not. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its Archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon. She would...
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll...
Okay.
Gather!
Everybody stand back!
I will have order!
Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Busted. Ha! Useless. Gotcha.
Stabilize!
Quietly now.
Solidify!
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Gather!
Here!
That...
Chaska?
Nice to see you again, Wyna. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries.
Whoa, hold on.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such a foolish... The nature of battle is unpredictable.
I appreciate what you're trying to say.
I thought you might say...
Is something wrong? Life isn't complete.
If you're that determined...
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather clan, Chaska?
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts. So we slowly... Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too. She's helped us out a lot in the past.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes, I'll introduce you to her sometime. But let's get back to business. Wyna, how do we use the stone?
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts, and the ancient name you seek is like a tiny fish swimming downstream. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river, but the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman experienced enough to steer it in the right direction.
We couldn't do that ourselves?
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend someone to you.
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout from our tribe. He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want him on the boat.
Bichama? Why does that name sound familiar?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about him. Where can we...
Ever since Mel...
Thank you.
Good luck.
Someone admiring the sea. Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Everything's fine. I'll help you. But I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of...
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for me.
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch some...
Oh, I see.
Right. Normally you can only...
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Oh, and...
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means...
Anyway, it'll take some time to set up...
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now. Hang on. Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be 30,000 more in total.
Deal.
Wait, really?
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fast as possible.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask. All right, that's everything.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to...
Whoosh! No one can catch me! Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Relax. Everything...
I know, it's just Kachina always...
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady.
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't, here you go. How's he doing?
Do you know what?
I heard about it. Malco was an amazing 5 years, but on the eve...
Then what happened?
The team agreed. It's just... Vichama went into a deep depression. Oh, I've tried... best... Anyway...
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all.
I've made all the... As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's... Go ahead. After Malco, if I had been there, I've always...
But that the pyro arc...
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. All right, let's get to it. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The abyss will likely emerge in response.
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer. Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Let's light it up! Gotcha. Quietly now.
Yeah.
I'm going in!
Order guide you.
Things are about to get dicey.
Solidify!
Everybody stand back!
This is order.
Evil conquering! Worthless! Here!
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long! We're getting close!
Vichama!
Quick! Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the abyss is getting stronger.
The abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the abyss is strong.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malco. No! Why can't I find him? Why?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Seat Lolly. Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the Spirit Speaker Stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it, you were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but...
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait, where's Vichama? Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still... And now... It's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malco. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words.
Too bad. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. Pisak! Always had to be. Maybe you're right. Vichama, don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the...
Was that?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy. But it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain? Why?
Malco was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking, and his smile was forced. For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Vichama.
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wyna wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the Night Kingdom. When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger, but I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path from the very beginning. If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things I could have done. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back. That's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away without regrets.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Thanks to him, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check.
Huh. That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell Wina the good news. Oh, and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice, though, so he'll probably understand.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that?
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wina.
Honestly, it's just... They're back.
Koichi? What are you doing?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm here. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chaska for a few minutes.
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo source. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing to everyone.
Ah, I remember those days. Eventually, she found... It sounds like she... Oh, I get it.
I'm all for your adventure. Still...
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a...
Well, technically...
Again with it... We agree, but
What do you mean?
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you?
You feel like he went This is important.
You don't know that?
All right, whatever. Time out.
Chaska does it.
Then...
But the person you...
That's a different issue.
I've also...
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a...
Koichi!
So, you're really going to go, no matter...
Then support me.
So, that...
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you...
Really?
You know, I said that very... It's not my place.
Thank you.
Anytime. According to Kini...
If only Tony...
It might be in a few more...
Huh? I see. Still, stay safe out there in the night.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing. Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Dion-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening and physical item. Now, if you're curious about it.
All right, we'll have a look. Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment. He and I met in a tavern. He told me in his eyes I saw a hunger and a strong...
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he managed to kill... Can a fisherman claim victory?
Well, Paimon...
That was my answer as well. In the end...
Wait, that means...
Maybe we can go ahead... The powder still needs some time to settle. Well...
Yeah!
That's right. They demonstrate... Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a
At once?
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back take out a portion, the future. Of course. Humanity excels at living in the present. But the pilgrim only by uniting the people of Natlan to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight. That's correct. Namely, by holding, in addition,
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine... Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned—
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really cool. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
It's all right. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that, they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wyab saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than enough. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now. Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal
I know.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just...
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
Gotcha. Take it easy.
Stabilize. Gather.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
प्यारी नहीं, मैं बोलता भी हूँ बट अभी कोई था नहीं चैट में तो मैं कुछ नहीं बोल रहा था. आई एम जस्ट एंजॉयिंग द स्टोरी. हेलो, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. हाउ आर यू? व्हाट यू डूइंग? अभी तो स्टोरी इंटरेस्टिंग हुई है. Just focusing on that part. That's why not much. बड़े खतरनाक इंसान लग रहे हो भाई आप तो. Sorry.
So we're underneath Natlan right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the
यार
elemental
कितना
sovereign?
है? 60.
They had their own
तुम्हारा?
advanced civilization?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, We're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
मेरा तो अभी 46 ही है, टीम नहीं बन रही। डीपीएस कौन से है तुम्हारे पास?
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
5 स्टार में काजुहा, टाइनारी, धेया, कचिंग। ओके। टाइनारी, कचिंग एक टीम में डालो, काजुहा भी चलेगा उसमें, और एक हीलर चाहिए कोई। कुकी अगर होगी तो डाल सकते हैं, या फिर एक और डेंड्रो कैरेक्टर डाल सकते हो, बट इलेक्ट्रो ज़्यादा प्रेफरेबल रहेगा। तो टाइनारी, कचिंग, काजुआ और कुकी शिनोबू, या फिर कोई और हीलर। तो फ्यूचर में कौन सा पुल करूँ? अभी राइडन शोगन आ रही है, वो कर सकते हो। राइडन शोगन इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट कैरेक्टर्स ऑफ दिस गेम, और वो इलेक्ट्रो भी है। या तो अभी ये मोलानी जो आई है वो भी कर सकते हो, वो भी अच्छी है F2P के हिसाब से, मतलब जल्दी बिल्ड हो जाएगी, इजी टू बिल्ड है। एक तो बन गई काजुआ नेशनल, दूसरी बनना काजुआ नेशनल बनाई। उसका वेपन भी मिला है क्या? काजुआ एज अ डीपीएस बहुत कम लोग यूज़ करते हैं। सॉरी। अभी नेक्स्ट में, मतलब नेक्स्ट हाफ ऑफ दिस पैच, काजुआ और शोगन आ रही, तो तुम शोगन के लिए ट्राई कर सकते हो। नहीं तो अभी जो आई है मौलानी, ऐसा कुछ नाम है उसका, जो कुछ, वो भी निकाल सकते हो। वो न्यूलेट के ऑलमोस्ट ही पावरफुल है। काजुआ एज अ डीपीएस यूज़ नहीं कर रहा, बिल्ड तो ईएम पे ही है, बस शांगलिंग, सिंचू और बेनेट के साथ अच्छा परफॉर्म कर। ओके, कर सकते हैं। अभी 5 स्टार क्या पुल किया इसमें, जो हमें कैरेक्टर स्टैंडर्ड बैनर से चूज करने दिया था उसमें। चलो गया। यूआईडी ले लो, आईडी एक बार। हाँ बताओ ना, बस मेक श्योर करना कि यूआईडी में स्पेस या फिर कोई सिंबल्स यूज करना, या फिर 5 डिजिट डाल।
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
मुझे याद आया, एक को फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Okay.
But where are those who share?
तुमने UID दे दिया क्या चैट में? मुझे नहीं दिख रहा है.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Plenty.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by
ना
one.
नहीं दिख रही
It's
मुझे.
much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not
ना नहीं दिख रही.
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Teamwork is dream. Here comes the catch.
Order guide you.
Quietly now. Boring.
नहीं दिख रहा मुझे.
Adventure time.
चैट ही आ रही है. नंबर्स के बीच में कुछ सिंबल्स यूज करो, अदरवाइज पूरा नंबर नहीं दिखता. चैट तो आ रहे तुम्हारे, बस वो नंबर नहीं आ रहा. UID मैं अकाउंट स्विच करके देखता हूँ एक बार. हाँ आ गया. वन 806198781. यूनिक आईडी. ओके, तैनारी वेपन तो सही दिया है. हाँ, टाइनरी का सिम. बट टाइनरी की टीम क्विकिन में ज़्यादा अच्छी रहती है, तो 2 इलेक्ट्रो कैरेक्टर के साथ सही रहेगा वो. 2 इलेक्ट्रो 2 डेंड्रो, या फिर 2 इलेक्ट्रो और 1 डेंड्रो और 1 काजू, ऐसे भी यूज़ कर सकते. वेपन तो सही दिया है. ठीक है, 4 पीस वीवी कर सकते हो तो कर दो. आई नो वो मुश्किल है थोड़ा, बट फार्म करना पड़ता है उसके लिए. ठीक है, सही वेपन है. ठीक है. यार डेंड्रो मत दो. इसको बिल्ड कर सकते हैं. कौन से होंगे तो कर लेना, नहीं तो रहने दो. शांगलिंग एक इनाजुमा का फिशिंग वाला वेपन है, थोड़ा मुश्किल है उसको लेने के लिए ट्राई करना, बट यू कैन ट्राई इट. वो कैच नाम है उसका, बहुत अच्छा वेपन है, शांगलिंग पे बहुत अच्छा चलता है, वो निकाल सकते तुम. और एम्बलम वाला डोमेन फार्म करो, कि बहुत से कैरेक्टर ऐसे तुम्हारे जो एम्बलम पे चलेंगे. यानफे बिल्ड नहीं है। देखा मैंने। यानफे भी डीपीएस अच्छी है तो पायरो डीपीएस की तरह यूज़ कर सकते हो इसको। पॉन्स नहीं है, C1 चाहिए था एटलीस्ट। ठीक है पर ये बनाओ, सिंचू बनाओ, बेनेट, शांगलिंग, काजुआ तो ठीक है, एलिमेंटल मास्टर बहुत है। हाँ बस वीवी चाहिए था, पर ठीक है अभी के लिए एआर के हिसाब से सही है। हम्म, तेया भी डाल सकते हो एक किसी टीम में। यानफे के साथ यूज़ कर सकते हैं, डबल पायरो यूज़ करते हैं तो अटैक बढ़ता है। याव याव भी है एक। ओके तो टाइनरी, कचिंग, याव याव और एक कोई इलेक्ट्रो कैरेक्टर चाहिए। अकीरा एफएक्स, हेलो वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम, हाउ आर यू, व्हाट यू डूइंग, क्या चल रहा है? अभी के लिए एक ही कैरेक्टर पकड़ो ऐसा जो जिसका प्ले स्टाइल तुम्हें सही लगता है, फिर उसके अराउंड टीम बनो। कि सभी बनाने जाएंगे तो मतलब बैंड बजेगी फिर। भाई आप सुनने में तो अच्छा आदमी लगते हो, ये क्या बात हुई? आई एम गुड, व्हाट अबाउट यू? आई एम आल्सो गुड, थैंक यू फॉर आस्किंग। वेपन सही दिए तुमने, वेपन में मैं कोई चेंज करने नहीं बोलूँ, सब सही है। कि मैं दिखाता हूँ वो वेपन, ये वाला वेपन है वो। ये बहुत अच्छा वेपन है, शांगलिंग पे, राइडन शोगन पे भी अच्छा जाता है। अभी वैल्कन ली है एंड मोस्टली प्रोबेबली नेक्स्ट मंथ्स में भी लूँगा। वेस्ट कर रहे हो पैसे, तुम न्यू हो ना अभी, एआर का है ना तुम्हारा, बहुत मिलेंगे तुम्हें आर्टिफैक्ट, सॉरी प्राइम जेम्स, फार्म करोगे तो एरिया एक्सप्लोरेशन के साथ मिलेंगे, फिर वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट से मिलेंगे, मेन स्टोरी क्वेस्ट से मिलेंगे, बाकी चॉइसेस तुम्हारी है, तुम्हें लेना तो है। वैल्कन वगैरह उन लोगों ने लेना चाहिए जिनको एक्चुअल में एक्सप्लोरेशन नहीं करना है, और या फिर उनके पास अभी कुछ एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए बचा ही नहीं है और उन्हें प्राइमोजेम्स नहीं मिलने वाले। तो ऐसा तो होता नहीं है, नॉर्मली न्यू न्यू एरिया के साथ प्राइमोजेम्स मिलते रहते हैं। आई नो ये ऐसे चिंदी जैसे मिलते हैं, 2 2 3 3 5 5, बट ठीक है फिर भी। Do you mind reviewing my account? I don't mind. Give me your ID.
The place we need to go seems
Make sure you
really
use some symbols in it. बस पूरा नहीं दिखता वो 10 डिजिट का। अभी नेटलैन को स्टार्ट भी नहीं किया हूँ, आज से करूँगा। एंड कल ही इनजुमा का आर्कॉन कंप्लीट हुआ है एंड टोटल 175 पुल्स किए हैं। 175 पुल्स किए किस पे? और इनजुमा हुआ है तो सुमेरु भी तो बचा है, सुमेरु तो बहुत बड़ा है, सुमेरु का डेजर्ट करने में मुझे बहुत टाइम लगा, बट ठीक है अभी वो 100% है। स्टिल अभी वहाँ पे बहुत से चेस्ट बचे होंगे। एक मिनट, इनको मार लेता हूँ.
Everybody stand back. This is order. Things are about to get dicey. Disappear. Worthless. Here. Worthless.
Hello, am I audible? Stay auditory. Hello. Hi. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the inconvenience. Back. ठीक है अभी सही है. Okay. Sorry guys. Akira FX. Sorry. $64/175 अच्छा build है. 295 energy recharge. Nice build. Okay. ठीक है. Next क्या है? $69/170, 181 energy recharge. Nice. Nice build. Um, 70/173, 185 energy recharge. ठीक है सही है. HP कितना है? 36 की. Yaemiko 70/217. Website R4 almost 2k attack. Attack C1. Okay. 207 energy recharge. 794 elemental mastery. Almost same build of mine. Last one is Neolet. 35k HP. Elemental mastery 40. 36/242. Nice. सही है. Prototype Amber R4. अच्छा build है ये. ये अच्छा पीस है. ठीक है. नहीं क्लोरीन मुझे गुड नहीं लगता है. वो अच्छी है बट मुझे नहीं. ओके. आई एम सो सॉरी फॉर द इनकन्वीनियंस बट मैंने रिव्यू कर दिया है. अभी वो नहीं है उसमें मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता. मैंने रिक्वेस्ट डाल दी थी आई थिंक. नेक्स्ट टाइम देखते हैं वापस. अभी आगे बढ़ते हैं. ये ख़त्म करनी है मुझे आज स्टोरी क्योंकि मैं बहुत दिनों के बाद लाइव कर रहा हूँ और मुझे बाद में टाइम मिलता है नहीं मिलता है वो मैं पहले नहीं बता सकता. सो इट इज़ काइंड ऑफ ऑब्वियस कि मुझे करना ही है अभी.
Solidify.
Boom. Boom.
I will have order. Busted. Here comes the catch.
Lament! Here! Worthless!
Useless.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about. The one ripped open by the Abyss.
I think इसके बाद कट सीन आएगा जो दिखाया था उन्होंने.
Yes.
We actually... Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through before she's ready.
Traveler का look. Okay.
Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the night.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it? Right. We still got a job to do.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a...
The terrain looks difficult to navigate.
Yeah, these floating black...
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malko. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker Stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. The This place has been severely corroded by the abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here. You can't go wandering off. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
इतना मार खाने के बाद ये बात बता रहा है ये. वैसे तो चिपक के ही था मेरा शाह इसको. फालतू में मार खवा दी इसको.
Let's try another route. This way.
Kachina.
Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
This is order.
कैसे मॉन्स्टर है कुछ ड्रॉप भी नहीं कर रहे.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind.
Don't scare Paimon.
I heard it too.
पाइमन पहले ही हाथ ऊपर.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
What the hell?
Paimon just heard it too. Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place.
हाँ तो हम क्या यार जलसा करने आए हैं. हमें बाहर ही जाना है. आ गए नज़ुमा के कुत्ते. कचीना बेचारी.
We're here, Kachina. Oh, honey, you made it. Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of. Good idea.
Let's go.
Gather.
Let's light it up. Shabam!
Gotcha.
Everybody stand back.
Order guide you.
Here comes the couch. Quietly now.
You're here. You're finally here. Thank you so much. That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The YF's power helped keep me hidden, so... Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the YF with me? I can't exactly put it into words, but... something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection. And I know it has something to do with the contamination from the abyss.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
Still, we can't just leave the Wyab to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the Wyab and leave this place.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. Just up ahead.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Wyab. Not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself?
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal.
Thank you for everything.
You're true. Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Hello, Akira. Welcome back.
Wyab, I'm back.
मैंने देखा तुम्हारा था.
Here to heal you. Wyab, can you hear me? Wyab?
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Wyab from answering our call. All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
I'll help too.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure fuck. He tried to get in my way.
You killed Malco?
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying about him, you may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be no.
चल बे. तेरे से बहुत मारे हमने. मुझे लगा स्ट्रीम एंड हो गई, मैं देख ही नहीं पाया. मैं वापस कर लूँगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. बैक करके देख लेता. नहीं कोई नहीं, मैं करता हूँ वापस. रुको, मेरा स्टोरी कंप्लीट. पावर आ गया जब मैंने मैसेज डाल दिया और फिर हो गया ठीक, तो मैंने कंटिन्यू किया.
That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing ancient names, pride, friendship, all empty ideas invented to give the pyro. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the pyro archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically
Kachina.
Don't listen
Give me
to
your
him.
hand.
Yep.
Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Thanks, Moalani. Because I'm not alone anymore.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power, but you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? It comes from the power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and...
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming to you!
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
Let's go.
Right here. Get back! Catch an epic wave! Let's ride!
Boom.
Right here. Carbon wave! Amazing! Let her rip!
I'm fine.
Woohoo! Let's shred, Sharky!
We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Fantastic work, Kachina! Absolutely fantastic! This makes me so unbelievably happy.
I'm happy too, Mualani. Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wayub. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Mualani?
So many memories. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wayub first. Okay, that should be enough. Why up? Why up?
I hear your voice, Kachina. My dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens. You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change. No matter what the future holds.
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time. It's the power of the abyss. Quick.
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us!
आधा मेरे पे ही फोड़ दोगे?
Opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here.
और कितना हरी करूँ? इतनी स्पीड है.
Watch out for the falling rocks!
ओ भाई.
Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
There she goes. Boom. The bike rider is here.
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back!
The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here. used it all up?
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
Every great display of power comes at a price.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The YUP mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan. What is it exactly?
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
हाँ तो मैं वापस देखने वाला था 831256995 सो पहले है राइडन शोगन 1.7 के अटैक 64/175 का रेशो सॉरी 64 over 175 1:2 का रेशो ऑलमोस्ट 295 एनर्जी रिचार्ज विच इज गुड वेपन है कैच R4 सैंड सी दिया है बहुत अच्छा सैंड है फेदर भी बहुत अच्छा है फ्लावर भी बहुत अच्छा है एंड इवन सर्कलेट भी बहुत अच्छा है ओवरऑल गुड एंड बेस्ट बेल्ट अच्छा बिल्ड है बहुत अच्छा बिल्ड 5 8 10 ठीक है नेक्स्ट येलान 69 over 170 181 energy recharge 72 elemental mastery 29.7 k max HP okay फ्लावर अच्छा है फेदर भी अच्छा है टाइम पीस भी ठीक है गॉबलेट भी सही मिला है ये भी सही है R1 Favonius Ward 36 K max HP 70 over 173 185 energy recharge अच्छा है ये भी सही है ये भी अच्छा है ये भी सही है This one is good. ये भी अच्छा पीस है अच्छा बिल्ड है C1 याईबी को 2 के अटैक 70 over 217 115 energy recharge वेट सेट R4 2 piece attack 2 piece attack ये ठीक है नहीं ये बहुत अच्छा पीस है बट किसी और पे भी अच्छा जाएगा ये भी सही है ये ठीक है ये भी ठीक है ये भी ठीक है R2 Favonius Sword VV4 piece इसमें अच्छा एलिमेंटल मास्टर मिला है इसमें भी ठीक है एनर्जी रिचार्ज भी सही मिला है ये भी ठीक है ये भी सही है ये भी सही है डबल क्राउन 35 के मैक्स HP 36 over 242 110 energy recharge. Prototype R4. Bitch up is it. Bitch up is it. Bitch up is it. भी सही है, ये भी सही है. 10 6 8 ओके. फाइनल पार्ट करते हैं एंड देन स्विंग वाइन करते हैं. मुझे रीजन ख़त्म करना था, आई नो, वो मैंने नहीं किया, वो हम करेंगे फॉर श्योर. एक काम करते हैं, कंडेंस ख़त्म कर लेते हैं, फिर कंडेंस बना के फिर कल का स्ट्रीम कर लें.
Stabilize.
Teamwork is dream.
This is order.
Gotcha. Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Evil conquering. Worthless. Worthless. Here. Worthless.
Gotcha. Quietly now.
Solidified.
Busted.
Let's light it up.
Stabilize.
I'm going in.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha. Quietly now.
I will have order.
Disappear.
Here. Worthless. Worthless. Here. Useless. Solidified.
Everybody stand back.
Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
Order guide you.
Busted.
I'm going in.
I will have order.
Things are about to get dicey.
Lament. Here.
Gotcha.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand.
This is order.
Here comes the catch.
Gather.
I'm going in.
Solidify!
Boring.
Gather!
Teamwork is dream.
Things are about to get dicey. Busted. Gotcha.
I will have order.
Evil conquering. Tear. Tear. Worthless. Tear. Worthless. Useless.
ओके तो कंडेंस मैंने ख़त्म कर लिया है। अभी हम सीधा जाते हैं वो स्टोरी का एंड वाला पार्ट करते हैं। तक हमने देखा है ये वाला और ये आगे के 3 बाकी है।
Huh. There's a lot.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine... All right, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I have to say though...
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh? No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save them. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mulan told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines. Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss. But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wayab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save...
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it, but there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then, and it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time, or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Guri color, bro. Is it story the game? Yep, it is Guri. It is one of the good story game I ever played. Oh, by the way, welcome to the stream. How are you? What you doing? Genshin Impact गेम जो है वो स्टोरी मोड है, इसमें कोऑप भी है, ये ओपन वर्ल्ड गेम टाइप गेम है और गाचा गेम है। तो इसमें कैरेक्टर्स वगैरह पुल करने होते हैं ईटीसी एंड स्टोरी मोड तो आता रहता है, न्यू एरियाज आते हैं, जैसे अभी नेटलैंड आ रहा है, आ गया है। तो फर्स्ट ये मॉन्स्टैड था, फिर ल्यूए आया, फिर इनजुमा, फिर सुमेरु, फिर फाउंटेन और अभी नेटलैंड चल रहा है। तो इसके बाद अभी स्लेजनाया आएगा और इसमें एलिमेंट्स होते हैं लाइक पायरो मतलब फायर, एनिमो मतलब एयर, हाइड्रो मतलब वाटर, क्रायो मतलब आइस, देन जियो मतलब अर्थ वाला एंड क्या ईटीसी, इलेक्ट्रो मतलब इलेक्ट्रिक। तो ऐसा सब है।
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and
हाँ,
restore the
ओपन वर्ल्ड
strength
गेम
of
है।
each tribe's
अगर
Wayab.
तुमने ट्राई नहीं किया तो
Once a
अभी
tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wayab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war.
मुझे सुनना था यार, ठीक है मैं बाद में हाँ मैं कह रहा था तुमने नहीं खेला ना ये गेम तो तुम्हें ज़रूर ट्राई करना चाहिए। इट इज़ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट गेम, तो तुम्हें ज़रूर ट्राई करना चाहिए। और अभी स्पेशली अभी ट्राई इसीलिए करना चाहिए क्योंकि एक स्टैंडर्ड बैनर होता है वहाँ का ये 5 स्टार फ्री में दे रहे। इसका साइज़ थोड़ा बड़ा है, मोबाइल में कितना है अभी करंटली मुझे नहीं पता, पीसी में 80 तक लगता है, ऑलमोस्ट 80 GB के आसपास, मतलब अनजिप करने के बाद। वैसे तो कम होगा, 60-70 GB का होगा या उससे भी कम हो सकता है, मुझे नंबर एग्जैक्टली नहीं पता। बट बहुत अच्छा गेम है। अभी स्टार्ट करोगे तो बेनिफिट ये है कि एक फ्री 5 स्टार मिल जाएगा। PS5 में अराउंड 30 GB है। हाँ तो ट्राई करने के लिए कर सकते हो, मतलब ट्राई करो, अगर अच्छा लगा तो कंटिन्यू कर लेना, क्योंकि 5 स्टार ये कभी देते नहीं है वैसे, पता नहीं कैसे अभी कंपटीशन बढ़ गया इनके लिए तो इसीलिए दिया, अदरवाइज इनसे एक्सपेक्टेशन थी नहीं कि ये कभी 5 स्टार फ्री में देंगे। सो हाँ ट्राई करो तुम, अच्छा गेम है।
The chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the chosen?
अभी मेरा वाईफाई वर्क नहीं कर रहा है इधर, दिन में कर लूँगा। ठीक है।
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity. After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wayab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wayab has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shilonen of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential. Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final two heroes are then?
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development. I can only trust in the judgment of the Wayab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual. But you're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right! All of the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose.
Fuel? So back then, that's why you...
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of Natlan. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited. But together, their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the two worlds. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But aren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival. If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Even when you put it that way, I still...
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. And if you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once...
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime. Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Still, try not to let it get to you. All right, you should head out.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. It's been really nice seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of this. I've witnessed their energy, even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. My rage. But you came to me because I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way. For Natlan.
So, but what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and we will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always... Oh, serious.
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about...
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my...
Worf.
Who?
We are the inheritors of memory, and let those who grew alongst those who forged. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Oh, no. No, it's not.
Ah, well.
She didn't cause any trouble during your...
Yeah, she was...
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked?
Maybe it seemed her impulse...
So, what you're saying is...
Okay, anyway.
What do you...
No way. Chosket, I appreciate... Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their... In the end, it's all...
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Well done.
I always knew you could do it. You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were...
I had no...
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get...
I wasn't. When he insisted on repaying...
But the fact of the... I'm really sorry, Kachina.
It's amazing.
So,
Our team cap.
Alright. There's, dear friend, firstly, I'm grateful to this traveler and his companion Paimon. They've agreed to... And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the track. They, too, deserve to be called our heroes. So...
Well said!
I'll drink to that. To be honest...
Well, you better get used to it!
Hey,
You're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it special.
How did you know?
You look like you've still got questions. Because the thought of telling them, you could just as easily point out that imagine if I couldn't make... Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Or...
Paimon suddenly remembered.
Yes, from what I've been able to piece together, she played... Still, it wasn't impressive. You feel this is a war. And there can be no war without loss. The people of Natlan look to me...
Yeah!
I suppose, even if the future ends in this is a pivotal moment. Well, 3, to be precise. Your resistance, if you...
Ancient...
They can. Possessing the ode of just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there.
Yeah,
Wonderful. We've never
My lord, although you're...
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. As for you...
No matter how... you don't have much time. And...
I'm beginning to... You...
चलो जाते जाते कर लेते 10 wishes. No first. Chi. ठीक है. ओके तो अभी 60 पे टिपे हूँ मैं 70 और 13 पुल्स में मेरे को एक 5 स्टार दिखेगा कोई सा. ठीक है.
Oh, something else you'd like to ask? Well, our intel suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet. Although Kenichi's investigation helped us confirm that he's being aided by someone from the Masters of the Night. I'm getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of will. If you learn anything about this during your adventures, please. Oh, something else you'd like to ask? The Abyss is the most formidable enemy in all of Teyvat. In the beginning, it took failure and tragedy to even begin to learn how to fight back. All of the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based on experience and insight passed down over generations. It's the same for the method we use here in Natlan. Ever since ancient times, elemental energy has been one of our most reliable weapons against the Abyss. As for the principles behind it, I'm afraid you might have to seek answers from someone older than the position of Pyro Archon itself. Oh, something else you'd like to ask? That also comes down to the long-standing effects of the Abyss. Our people's survival is inextricably tied to the Wyab, but their power has its limits. They cannot offer our people the same degree of protection outside our borders. In fact, people who do decide to leave often suffer from memory loss and emotional issues. Everyone in Natlan understands this. That's why our people never leave without a good cause. Even if someone is left with no choice, the chief of their tribe must seek approval with the Wyab to grant them leave, and the Wyab have always been very strict about granting that approval, since extending protection beyond our borders means consuming power reserved for our fight against the Abyss. Still, there's no need to worry. The Wyab extend their protection to all within Natlan, something else you'd...
Add Ast...
Game's up. Come, Silva. Quietly now.
Order guide you.
Boring. Evil conquering. Worthless. Worthless. Here. Worthless!
Let's have some fun, shall we? Rain of bullets!
Solidify!
Everybody stand back!
I will have order.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha. Quietly now.
Boring!
Stabilize.
Let's light it up!
Solidify.
I'm going in!
Busted. Here comes the catch.
This is order.
Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here! Here! Boring!
Crumble.
Gotcha.
Useless!
Everybody stand back!
I will have order.
Game's up. Come, Silva. Quietly now. Gotcha.
Adventure time! Yeah!
Disappear! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here!
Order guide you.
Teamwork is strength!
Here comes the catch. Busted.
Quake.
Let's light it up!
Gather.
Everybody stand back!
I will have order.
quietly now.
Crumble! Rise!
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
This is order.
Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
I will have order.
I'm going in!
Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
Order guide you.
Everybody stand back!
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha. Quietly now.
Okay, that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna end the stream now. I'll see you tomorrow or day after tomorrow. 5 of me. क्योंकि पापा रे और कल मैं शायद डेकोरेशन करूँगा तो मैं भी कल नहीं करूँ बट आई डोंट नो अगर मेरा मूड होगा तो मैं कर भी सकता हूँ सो द बेस्ट म्यूजिक इज हियर और ये बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक के साथ मैं अपनी स्ट्रीम को एंड करता हूँ यहाँ पे एंड अच्छा लगा बहुत दिनों बाद लाइव करके गेम खेलने में भी मज़ा आया स्टोरी भी एंजॉय किया एंड न्यू लोगों से इंटरेक्शन करके भी अच्छा लगा थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग विद मी एंड बीइंग टू मी सो that's it for today. See ya, bye. That's me and this is Industry Stream. Bye bye. See ya later. Goody goodies.
Just a step on the path.